So to start off this tutorial, I've just outlined my design using a white kohl eyeliner and just filled this in with colour where needed and began to shade, just to get a general outline. The chest piece is actually inspired by one of the original promo posters that I saw with Georgie on. I just love this poster so much as it was so atmospheric, so I had to include it within this look. Now I'm just going to take a black water activated paint and I'm just going to fill in all the negative space, taking extra attention to be really careful around Georgie and the balloon. So to create the water effect, I'm taking a grey water activated paint and highlighting where the light would hit the water ripples. Then I'm taking a white liquid liner to give extra definition. I'm then going to go back and outline Georgie in black and add highlights to him and the balloon. So with the chest piece done, let's move on to the face. So I've already covered my brows using the glue stick method and applied my bold cap, blending it into my skin with a layer of liquid latex. Then I'm just going to take my white cream paint and a damp beauty blender sponge and apply this all over my face and bold cap until I look like an egg. You may notice in this video that halfway through my boyfriend actually comes home and I give him a cheeky little kiss, so if you're wondering why I'm puckering up in the ear and you can't quite see, it's because I've sped it up, so I promise I'm not the crazy person kissing thin air, there is actually someone there. So now I've transformed myself into a giant egg. I'm just going to take my Johnson's baby powder or any translucent powder would do, and I'm just going to set all of my cream makeup, otherwise it's not going to stay in place and it's going to be really hard to work other products on top of it. Now I'm just taking a red water activated paint and I'm just outlining the nose and the mouth. So taking a tiny amount of black eyeshadow, I'm just going to start shading the eyebrow and the forehead area. And then taking even more of that black eyeshadow, I'm just going to start packing that onto the eyelid. I'm not worried about being too neat with this either, as you can see. I'm then going to take a black kohl eyeliner, just to really intensify that black on the eyelid. And I'm going to take that into my waterline, just underneath my waterline and on top of the eyelid. And then start packing some more black eyeshadow and smoking that out towards this brow bone we've just made. Taking a small amount of that black eyeshadow again, I'm just going to go onto my nose and just create these wrinkles and just deepen all of my shading and add it where I feel is necessary. So taking a sponge that I've just pulled bits out of and just dipped in a little bit of black face paint, I'm just going to create some kind of texture on the head area, because I felt like on top of the bold cap it was kind of just a bit of a blank space and there wasn't much going on there. And I noticed in the film he's kind of got this kind of like almost like speckled effect on the prosthetic, so that's kind of like my way of creating this effect on the forehead before I add in the cracks. So to create the cracks on the forehead, I'm just going to take a really fine face painting brush and some black face paint. I'm just going to start to create these shapes. Now I had a reference image up on the internet of a cracked wall and that really helped me out. And then after I painted that, I did a teeny bit of shading on this, and that's all for this part. Now again taking the red water activated paint, I'm just going to paint in that iconic design on the new It. I think the makeup artist did such a good job on creating something that's really simple to recreate and just so iconic. It was such a cool design. Really love what they did with this. So I've just taken a small brush and I've just copied the design. So that's the finished look. I've just completed it with a really cheap wig. I think it was something silly like £2 from eBay. Backcombed it and pinned it and did the best I could. It is actually a terrible wig, but I did my best. I tried, God star for trying. But yeah, that's it. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe and leave me a thumbs up if you did, and check out my other tutorials. I'm working on a load more content running up to Halloween.